Welcome to another Gigguk reaction video. This is going to be Summer Anime 2026 in a nutshell. So, as always, I've been watching quite a bit of the new summer anime airing this season. So, I want to see what he has to say about it. As always, I'm going to be pausing a lot to talk about the shows, give my thoughts on the shows and all the episodes available right now, and talk about which shows might look appealing to me and I'm not watching yet. So yeah, prepare, strap in. I'm gonna leave the link to the original video down in the description. Let's go into the reaction. Lamau, England. Lamau.
England had the lead but couldn't keep the ball.
Wait a minute. I'm an anime fan. Hey guys, the Anime Zone is back and we're here to talk about Summer 2026 anime because I am an anime content creator. I don't care about football. I didn't watch the World Cup. I didn't see my team crash out. My mental well-being is absolutely fine. Thank you very much for asking. Because this is an anime channel where we don't care about sports. We are talking about anime. So what anime is airing this season? Well, we got Thunder 3.
What?
Fuck this show. You and I are polar opposites. Now, this is a romance anime. There's not going to be any sports in here.
Oh, and England are in trouble.
Except maybe this one. You know what? Screw new anime. Link Click has a new...
Okay, I guess I can talk slightly about Polar Opposites. I haven't seen it yet. People have been recommending it. I want to watch it. I probably will eventually. It's been on a poll. It was so close to winning a poll recently on the channel. It didn't end up winning it. It got second place to Danmachi, which we're watching on Patreon. So yeah, it's unfortunate, but eventually I feel like I will watch it because I've heard nothing but great things about it.
Season coming out, and this is one of my favorite Chinese donghwas. This is the latest season of the time travel thriller from the maker of 2B Hero X himself. But I might need a refresher on what happened on the previous seasons, though.
Come on, Titi! What a goal! The cheaters wear the curve!
You can't escape it. You can't escape it. It's the curse of being
Screw new
British.
anime. Screw this. I'll watch my own anime. Ha! How about that? I know this story. I wrote this story. I'll find comfort in myself. Guys, she came home. It really came home.
It didn't come home.
Why won't it ever come home?
It didn't come home. I know where he was going. Oh, yes, some bangers here. I saw Gohan's there for a second.
But hold on a second, guys. It's critter time because this video is sponsored by Clash of Critters. Calling all Gachagooners, our Lord and Savior has arrived. Sponsoring us today.
With that said, let's crack on with this season's anime.
There are countless variations of camera movement, each with their own language and purpose.
Oh, it's Gohan.
Most camera movements are highly precise.
Dude.
Controlled.
It looks so...
Yes, Studio Gohans are back at it again. After innovating on the cinematic breakthrough worm POV angle, they are now breaking the laws of space-time so the audience can get a closer look at these fine cheeks. And look, every time I say the same thing. Clearly the team have a lot of technical skill, and if there was just someone who could reel in the artistic vision a bit, they'd make some really impressive stuff. But unfortunately, this time the cameraman is moving like an ally on Pride Month after someone shouted English or Spanish. But you know what? Even with that, this is still one of the more entertaining kicked out of a party revenge slop power fantasy shows this season. And look, I say entertaining if this is the exact type of turn your brain off entertainment you're looking for. And you know, this would be the part where I combine all the power fantasy shows into one section, but as we've established in my previous video, there are some romance shows that are creeping into this category. But guys, I'm still a professional. Even though I'm not single and I'm happily married, I still treat all power fantasy shows equal, no matter the genre.
Okay, I think he's finished with the Gohan segment. So, dude, it's actually crazy seeing people online. You have such polarizing like groups seeing the Gohan's anime. There are people who are like, yo, this animation is insane. Look at the hair. It looks so good. And then you have people like, I literally threw up watching a second of this animation. Yeah, it's definitely way too much for me. I've seen clips of Gohan's anime before. There's like was Hand Clappers one of them? I think so. And then was that it? I think so. And then you had a bunch of them. I don't remember all the anime, but every single time I see a clip, I'm like, I can't take this. I can't take this. It's absolutely insane.
Starting off with, I became a legend after my 10-year-long last stand. Now, you know, with a name like this, it's going to be light novel based. The best power fantasy stuff. And guys, get this. There's an adventurer. An adventurer who defeats a demon lord after a 10-year-long battle. But he comes back as a legend and decides to start over as an F-rank adventurer. Even though he's an S-rank. An S-rank adventurer pretending to be an F-rank? Oh my god!
I've never seen this one before.
Then we got Rich Girl Caretaker. I'm secretly the caretaker of the most popular girl in this rich kid school. Now, you know, with a name like that, it's going to be light novel based. The best power fantasy stuff you could ask for. And, you know, this time we've got a guy so broke his parents abandoned him, only to get picked up by a slob-maxing rich girl and becomes her caretaker. You know, it's a nice comfy show if you fantasize about babying a rich sugar mama who takes care of you financially.
This gives off like Umaru vibes and I hate it.
That's the thing. And then we got from overshadowed to overpowered, second reincarnation of a talentless sage. Boys, it's about a guy who gets reincarnated as a talentless sage. And I know, reincarnation anime, I've seen it before. But this time when he dies, he gets reincarnated again. And gets even more overpowered. I've never seen anything like this before. Oh boy, I was wrong about her. I mean, there's a guy who meets his childhood friend again, who I think was a tomboy, and he thought that friend was a guy friend. And, you know, that's funny, because she's not. She's not a guy. She's a girl. There's a new kingdom building anime with the Frontier Lord begins with 0 subjects. And guys, you know how much I love kingdom building anime, even within this subgenre. Except this time, the main character is a seasoned Ankh as well. And who could forget the villager of level 999? I mean, guys, we have a villager who is level 999. How?
No way.
How did a villager get max level?
I'll have a
Isekai.
how original. And with extra
Flop.
daring today.
Okay, that's
And then
what I'm
we got
saying.
another high school rom-com with a main character who's a NEET and also a gamer until a feisty pink-haired girl finds him and reveals that he was previously a demon lord in a fantasy world that got isekai'd? And then we got another high school rom-com with a main character who's a NEET and also a gamer until a feisty pink-haired girl finds him and reveals that he was previously a demon lord in a fantasy world that got isekai'd. And the girl was the hero that was sent to slay him. And guys, what can we say about this? It's the classic reverse isekai plotline that we all know and love. And we got another romance anime featuring a blind love interest.
It's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's kind of interesting. Reverse isekai, at least not just an isekai. Reverse isekai are definitely more rare.
I was on the fence about this one, but it's doing a good job of not ham-fisting her disability into your face for sympathy points.
I can't see, and a lot of people think that a blind person can't play football.
Enzo Fernandez not happy. Charging in.
But it still has that light novel, flowery, melancholic air to it. And I'm actually hoping it stays this way this time and doesn't lead into full-on depressing melodrama.
What? Uh-oh.
I mean, I'm sure she means that metaphorically. The romance train isn't over yet.
Uh-oh. So that's a show that I wanted to watch. I was on the fence of because I saw a trailer and I was like, it looks a bit more generic than the premise is letting on. But I was like, I'm gonna wait to see if people are praising it after a few episodes. And I think people are kind of praising it. I think it is pretty good. I don't know much about it though. Let me know if you guys are watching it. I did hear some good things about it from other people though. So maybe potentially.
Though, because we got a show about a kaiju girl, reminding you that you miss every shot you don't take. Ah, shit, the boys are playing haram ball. Well, guys, for any one of you that's ever looked at Godzilla and thought, damn, those are some childbearing hips. We've got a kaiju romance where legally distinct Godzilla is actually an adorable, cute anime girl looking for love. And I mean, this is a cute show, but you gotta ask, are we tarnishing the Godzilla image with this? I mean, as a metaphor of nuclear weapons, serving as a warning of the dangers of nuclear war, we just gotta think about the legacy of Godzilla and the message this is sending out. But I think, you know, as long as they don't make the monsters do anything too dumb, I'm sure the image of Godzilla will remain intact. But how about an anime I guarantee you've never seen before?
Peak. This is best anime of the season, probably. I think this is the best anime of the season. A best new
Watch
anime of the
anime
season,
for
let me
long
say
enough, and eventually you'll get used to the settings,
Yep.
the tropes, the types of stories you expect to see.
Yep.
But sometimes a show does come along so wildly different from everything you are used to, reminding us that storytelling isn't bound by any borders, that inspiration can come from all cultures, and
Yep.
good storytelling is something that can connect us all. Jardigar is the latest historical epic from Science Saru, an anime that starts off in the Middle East, detailing the Mongolian expansion of Central Asia, as one lone slave girl climbs the ranks of the young empire using her wisdom garnered from her love of history and science. It's part Apothecary Diaries, a sprinkling of Orb, and the rest is almost completely unknown territory for the world of anime. And don't be fooled by its storybook aesthetic, because it does not shy away from depicting some heavy scenes, because as we all know, the Mongolians were historically known for being a pretty chill empire. But this also shows a different side from the image we are used to. An empire that is accepting of different cultures and religions, that thirst for knowledge they didn't know before. I know there's a few people that might not be interested in a setting of this kind, and well, first off, you have anime legend Naoko Yamada serving as chief director for this one, whose resume by itself says more than I ever could, and secondly, bro, we are talking about a show set in the height of the Mongolian Empire here. How is that not a cool setting?
It's
you mean the
awesome.
largest empire in human history by connected landmass? The empire that took more land in a few decades than the Romans did in a few centuries. The one empire that dared to invade Russia in the winter and won, led by one man and a fucking horse. He saw, he conquered, he came, then came again, and again.
And again.
And again.
And again.
And
I swear,
And
bro
again,
just
yeah.
pillaged his way across all of Asia just to pay off his child support.
It's series like this that opens the door for so many different types of stories to be told, and just from the first few episodes, this has the makings of one incredible series. Ah yes, an anime featuring...
It doesn't have the makings of an incredible series. I think it already is, no matter what happens, even from here on out. I love that show. It's the best new let me not say best, let me say it's probably my favorite new show airing this season. I say new because I feel like it's unfair to compare to some of the sequels, but yeah, it's an absolutely incredible show, and it's a show that I think is fully based off of real history, right? All the people I think in there are taken from a real history, and so you have to be careful to not look up the Wikipedia pages and stuff. One thing that is very interesting in it is he said the Mongolian Empire is the biggest empire in history by connected landmass. You know what the biggest one is? You know why he said by connected landmass? Because the biggest one is the British Empire. Of course, it's the British Empire is the biggest empire by landmass, but the Mongolian Empire is the biggest one by connected landmass. So that's why. Yeah, incredible show, incredible animation, OSTs, incredible voice acting, just such incredible storytelling. I cried so many times during this show already, and it's only like 7 episodes as of today. So yeah, incredible show.
A succulent Chinese meal. Blood literally walks into a restaurant after hours, demands a meal, shits on the chefs, spits on their food, bins the entire fucking dish, forcibly uses their kitchen ingredients, and he gets hired? What the hell was his final goal in all of this?
Akiyama koso chuka no order.
Damn.
This is like Hell's Kitchen if Gordon Ramsay did a line of coke before filming, but it's so fucking extra I can't stop watching. Like, this entire show is the main character coming in, shitting on his co-workers and being like, nah, buddy, that's not how you make fried rice, you're missing the secret ingredient. And what's the secret ingredient?
Vodka.
Huh. You know, I was a bit confused when I heard a 10-year-old manga that got cancelled after 19 chapters due to lack of popularity would suddenly get picked up for an anime. Like, are we really just running out of source material to adapt? Or, you know, does someone up top think that a show like this has potential that was never reached? Are they going to do anything to add to the plot to attract new audiences in this current age of adaptations going above and beyond the source material and adding their own artistic interpretations? Is there going to be any significant upgrades to the framing, the choreography used, the cinematography of this anime? So far, the beginning is pretty much your bog standard shonen action setup, but I guess only time will tell what the higher ups see in this one.
Double
cheeked up
on a Thursday afternoon.
So him saying all of those things, I'm not gonna talk about Black Torch because I know nothing about it, but he is talking about, you know, why would you pick up an anime that got cancelled like a decade ago or a manga that got cancelled a decade ago for an anime. There's another anime coming next season, which I do remember Gigguk talking about, and that is Siren. Siren is getting, I think that's what it's called. Siren? I think so. It's getting picked up for an anime, I think next season. And that is a show or a manga that didn't necessarily get cancelled. It just got rushed. I think it got cancelled, or it got like a date of you need to finish this by now. It's not popular enough. So they kind of had to rush the ending and then finish the manga that way. And I heard that the manga is really good up until like the final parts of it. And it's getting an anime adaptation as well. And it's like a 15-year-old manga or something. I don't know how old it is, but it's a very old one, right? And that's getting picked up for an adaptation as well, which I'm sure he's going to talk about in his next seasonal anime video. Oh, this is the new KyoAni anime.
There are a few studios that can bring the highest level of quality with everything they make, and when Kyoto Animation turns up, you drop everything and pay attention.
Yep.
Sparks of Tomorrow is the latest Kyoto Animation project, and production-wise, they are once again proving why only few can stand up to the level of quality that they can deliver. It's an alternative 20th century Kyoto where steam technology is advancing worldwide, except without the $1,000 price tag. And in this steampunk world, a boy and his brother dare to dream big by bringing about the age of electricity. On top of this ongoing fairy tale-esque arranged marriage subplot, finding her way into the arms of a boy on the cusp of revolutionizing the world with the wonders of electricity. Yes. This is the story of Senku if you got bitches. I don't need to tell you how gorgeous this all looks. I mean, just take it all in yourself. Pictures are worth 1,000 words, and Kyoto Animation is shouting louder than I ever could. But beyond that, everything, the plot, the vibes, the grandiose scale of this all, it doesn't feel like a TV series at all. The vibe almost reminds me of a classic Disney movie in a Japanese setting, somewhere in between a Shinkai movie and a Ghibli film, even complete with an eccentric, cartoonish level Disney-ass villain.
So you see, the proposal works for all of us.
Yo, why did you say it like that? It's still pretty early days to judge just how the plot and the characters will evolve from here. But if there's one thing I can pretty much promise, it's that on the level of spectacle alone, Kyoto Animation are absolutely going to continue to cook with this.
Oh
and
my
as well.
Double cheeked up.
Yuri fans have been eating.
I really wanted to watch that one. I didn't have the time to fit it into my schedule for this season, but I have been really curious as to if it's good or not. Apparently it is. I want to watch it. Damn, where am I going to find the time
Good
to?
this year, because we now also have I Want to Love You to Your Dying Day.
Cinema.
Forget Doomed Yuri, we have now reached War Crime Yuri, in a place where death is an everyday occurrence. A school of all-female soldiers are tasked with fighting an unknown war against the most evil enemy of all.
Human.
Men. This dark dystopian wartime setting is giving 86 meets 69 vibes. But of course, with this being anime, it begs the ultimate question. Is this Yuri or just Yuri bait? Okay, so the girls say they like each other. Is it Yuri? I mean, this could be like a platonic love between friends. We see this time and time again. It's too hard to tell with just this alone. The girls are full-on Frenching each other every episode. Is it Yuri? Well, I mean, we also can't be sure because kissing is actually the restoration magic in this world. So in the context of an active war zone, yeah, I'd be going full-on JoJo with my homies if I stubbed my toe if I could. And lastly, in episode 1, one of the girls is assigned to be the roommate of the main girl. Is it Yuri? Oh yeah, they hella gay.
They were roommates.
Hold up, an actual legit...
Okay, whoa, we're going into the fighting games one. I Want to Love You Till Your Dying Day is a fantastic show. I really like the melancholic vibe of that show. And I really like how it's a bit slower paced. It feels like it isn't constantly like trying to stim. It takes its time to set up all of the melancholy because, as he said, death is a natural occurrence in the world, right? So that means that every single thing that happens, you hear about people dying left, right, and center. You hear about people having to deal with that. And one big thing, one big important plot point of the show is that the closer you are with someone, the stronger the restoration magic is on them, right? So that's the kiss, right? Is how you use restoration magic. But you need to be really close to them, which means that you're incentivized to get close to people who may die tomorrow on the battlefield. So you get really close with someone, not knowing if they're going to end up being called to the battlefield tomorrow and end up dying, right? So it's a really melancholic show in that way because it feels so bad. You need to get close to someone, but the closer you get, the more you're going to be afraid of them dying, right? So it's really cool the way that the balance works there, right? And then there's some really cool mystery going on and stuff, which I'm not going to talk about, I'm not going to spoil, but it's a fantastic show. I really like the animation of it as well. And the voice acting, the cast, absolutely stacked. You have Asami Seto, you have, Oh my god, Rie Takahashi, you have, I'm blanking on all of the names, Yu Ishikawa, just all of the A-list VAs, female VAs are just in that show. So it's an absolutely incredible one. And Juki Hanada's doing the script, who is, in my opinion, by far and beyond my favorite and the best script writer in anime. So it's an incredible show.
Fighting game anime with the official Street Fighter licensing, and it's got anime girls playing them.
Let's
go, Justin! This could be it. The secret formula to getting more people into fighting games.
Chemical X.
Just an anime about two girls and their love for Street Fighter. See, these girls have a strong neutral game, but you can tell they love playing footsies with each other, having a go on each other's fight sticks, and this ain't no beginner level set. They are drive rushing into each other's hearts, executing a perfect Kabedon frame trap, mastering the art of focus attack dash cancelling into bed with each other. This is an anime for anyone who loves gay girls. I mean, fighting games.
Yo, you wanna learn how to do a fucking infinite?
Oh, Silent. Oh my goodness, we just have bangers. So many bangers this season. I'm seeing Sayonara Lara here. Goodbye, Lara. The fighting game one. So that was one that was pretty high up on my list of games, anime that I wanted to watch. The reason I didn't is, well, first of all, I didn't have the time in this season, and then I was looking at what people were talking about with this show, and it feels like a lot of people were talking about how, oh, there's so much accurate fighting game lingo in this, and the fighting game aspect of it is so cool and so accurate and all those things. And I'm like, I feel like, I don't know, maybe I know nothing about fighting games at all. Like, I've played like 2 games or 2 rounds of like the Naruto Shippuden fighting game, and that's it. That's the only fighting game that I've ever played in my life. So I don't know anything about fighting games, and I feel like, I don't know, I don't really care about it either. So I feel like going into that show, I would be losing out a lot of the context and a lot of the fun and the I guess the Easter eggs that the people who are into fighting games would be getting. So I don't know how enjoyable that anime is without knowing all of those in and outs of like the fighting games, or at least the basics of fighting games and stuff, the basic lingo and stuff. I know nothing about it, so I don't know. Let me know if you guys are watching this and you knew nothing about fighting games going into it. Did you still have fun with it? Is it still a good show? Because I did hear people praising it, but as I said, it feels like it's a lot of fighting game fans liking this show. So let me know. But this is a banger here.
Let's go, Justin! We got an anime with even more Disney vibes, because Kinema Citrus are dropping an anime original story that is the sequel to the Little Mermaid fairy tale, where this time the mermaid princess becomes human and struggles to find her footing in a remote Japanese island. It's a classic fish out of water tale.
With Yuri.
Did you catch that? I always love anime original projects because not only is it a chance to explore new stories, but the studio is able to go out of their comfort zone sometimes, and they've clearly done it here. We've got a retros 90s aesthetic and an overall classic feel to the entire thing. Clearly a lot of love and passion has been put into this one. But if that's not your thing and all you want to do is see more
That's it. That's it. Goodbye Lara is an absolutely incredible show. Kinema Citrus have knocked it out the park with the art style and the animation of it. I think it looks absolutely stunning. The voice acting is fantastic. The OST is so good. And the direction of the show is so cinematic. It's so good as well. And then the story is very interesting as well. As he said, it is a continuation of The Little Mermaid with a bit of a Yuri twist on it, right? With also adding a lot of modern elements in it. It is a bit of, you know, there's some comedy in it. There's some drama in it. The story gets serious. The story is really cool. I really like it. At the end of the day, I think they're just trying to create a certain vibe, and I think they're succeeding so much. The vibe of that show is immaculate.
Carrie Diaries. Mum? Well, we've been graced with another promising palace anime with a villainess and body-swapping twist. And honestly, I'm just really happy I have another show to recommend to my mum to watch, who is so desperate now. I swear her feed has been invaded by all these shitty AI-generated soap operas that has somehow entered every Asian mum's algorithm. Okay, this video is already long enough as it is, and I forgot to mention the sequels, so we're just gonna speed through them today. We got more Grand Blue, You and I Polar Opposites, Elusive Samurai, Bleach 1000 Year Blood War arc is entering its 4th season, and I swear it's actually taken 1,000 years to complete this arc. Cleavitus is back with more peak old school dark fantasy vibes, and what could be more dark fantasy than, of course, a high school arc?
Actually, it's in university, but who's asking really?
There's a new Bang Dream, and I was actually lucky enough to get the rights to watch this on stream for the first time, and having seen it, I highly recommend it if you're looking for a nice, conflict-free, low-stress fresh show featuring cute anime girls. Ah! I'm gonna fucking crash out. What the fuck was that episode? How dare you do this to me? No! Honestly, this is just my average reaction to watching an England game. Of course, we have a bunch of...
Dude, Bang Dream Yuma Mita is so good. It's so good. The drama in Bang Dream Yuma Mita is actually so fun. Because they do it in a way where, I'm not going to spoil exactly what the drama is, but there's just a character that they go above and beyond with showing how villainous she is, right? They go above and beyond with the... It's cartoonishly... evil in a way, because I think they know how serious and how heavy some of the situations within the show can be, because they're dealing with some pretty heavy stuff, with some pretty heavy depression and stuff like that that can lead from social media and stuff. So they're dealing with some heavy stuff, and I think they realize that it's really heavy and could turn people off if it got a bit too real. So they sometimes, or oftentimes, they would go just that extra step above and further beyond, above what would be kind of fully realistic, just to lighten the mood a bit. And I think it's so fun. It's so fun. I love it. The way that they do it is so good. They always make sure that you don't get too sucked into the depression of the show. They always try to keep it a bit more fun, a bit more jovial, even if the teams themselves in the show are extremely depressing at times. So I love that show. The animation is fantastic, the expressions and all those things are fantastic, and the music is... they're such bangers. Oh my god. And it's self-contained. You don't need to watch any of the other Bang Dream shows to know anything about it. It's fully self-contained. This sounds like an ad. It's not an ad, but it's fully self-contained. You don't need to watch anything else, at least so far. So far, I think the other bands were mentioned, were shown on screen for a second once, and that's it. Nothing else from Bang Dream has been mentioned so far in this show.
Isekai sequels, including the return of the saga of Tanya the Evil. It's been 9 whole years since season 1 came out, which means that pretty much completes all the high-profile Isekai anime that came out back then that never got a second season. There's absolutely none left. I can't think of any more that we're waiting for.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, Saga of Tanya the Evil, it has been going so hard. I'm enjoying season 2 even more than season 1 so far. It's so good. It's so fun. The recent developments, I've been losing my mind over. It's so good. It feels like it's been carrying on more so with the momentum that the movie set up as opposed to the season. I feel like the movie was absolutely incredible, and I think the season 2 now has been carrying on that momentum. It's been just pure fun, and I love that show, and the direction of that show is gorgeous. And this is...
Yes!
Yep,
she's finally back, guys. It's time for another season of peak polygamy. Wait a minute.
Oh wow, that's it? That's all he's going to say about Mushoku Tensei? I mean, I guess I'm not going to talk too much about it because I don't want to spoil anyone, but this is the show that made me say that Jadugar, A Witch in Mongolia is the best new anime this season and not the best anime this season, because I feel like Mushoku Tensei would have something to say about that. I feel like Mushoku Tensei Season 3 would have something to say about Jadugar being the best anime this season. That is definitely, I mean, it's on track to be the best anime this season. For me personally, it's Mushoku Tensei Season 3. It's been absolutely incredible thus far. Yeah, I'm not gonna say too much else about it. I don't want to spoil anyone because it is Season 3. And Hyakano's Season 3 has been fun as well. I've been enjoying that.
Now, for one of the most highly anticipated new anime out there, there's a new Ghost in the Shell series. But with this being one of the most legendary franchises in all of anime, what naming convention could they possibly use so audiences don't get confused by Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex, or Ghost in the Shell Arise, or Ghost in the Shell SAC 2045, Ghost in the Shell the new movie, Ghost in the Shell the live action movie, and of course, Ghost in the Shell. Well, ladies and gentlemen, a new age requires a new branding. Introducing the...
Yep. It's like the SpongeBob. Duh.
Because unlike Ghost in the Shell, the Ghost in the Shell is actually more closely based to the Ghost in the Shell. manga. And as someone who's only experienced the anime adaptations, I've always known Ghost in the Shell to be this muted, introspective series, brimming with contemplative moments that give the viewer a chance to reflect on these deep philosophical questions it poses us. And this image was almost immediately shattered within the first 5 minutes of being blasted with these bright colors. Characters pulling these expressions I've never seen them do before. People are cracking jokes. It's fun and lighthearted at one moment, and then you see a body do this.
Oh my goodness, yep.
God damn! Tone is the thing that smacks you in the face and tells you that this is not the same Ghost in the Shell you are used to, at least in animated form. Gon is the stoic, stone-cold Motoko Kusanagi we've seen. She's emotional now, she's sarcastic, she expresses every range of emotions to the fullest, but even with all that, how can they make a character this old still iconic in the modern day?
Oh, this scene was crazy.
Gay grandma's in it. Yes, because this time she's also horny as fuck. Grandma still got it. This is a goon that dates back all the way to 1989. This is what we call a legacy wank. And Sai and Saru have put their fingerprints all over this, delivering an aesthetic that looks retro but feels modern. The vibrant colors don't take away from the gritty feel of a cyberpunk society. The jazz-inspired soundtrack is already in the running for one of my favorite OSTs of the year. It is not a series that is banking off nostalgia. It is one that is creating it. And the only thing that can possibly take me out of this is knowing that the story is set in 2029 and somehow these people can afford the RAM prices to run all these fancy cybernetics. In terms of
why is there Uma Musume on my screen? There's no Uma Musume season airing right now, or no, there isn't. I would know. I'm waiting for Cinderella Grey Part 3. I'm waiting for that. Anyways, let's talk about the Ghost in the Shell. Let's talk about the Ghost in the Shell. That has been... I've never seen the original Ghost in the Shell, Standalone Complex, any of the other Ghost in the Shell media before this. So this is my first Ghost in the Shell, so I had no exposure to anything, any of the other tones of it. I haven't even seen the live action either. And I've been really enjoying it. I think there's some really cool mystery building up with how the ghost works, the brain, all of those things. It still hasn't been revealed exactly how it works. I am one episode behind those, so maybe there's more information in that one. But there have been nuggets of how the brain works, of you know, maybe what happens to the original body, all of those things. There have been nuggets they've been feeding us, but I still don't know everything about it, which I think is really cool. It's really interesting the way that the mystery has been building, right? So yeah, I really like that. And the animation has been obviously fantastic. I did hear about, that was one thing that I did hear about before watching this, that I don't know where I heard about this, but I feel like I've heard about Kusanagi being a bit more, I guess stoic, less expressive, if you will. And then watching this, it kind of shocked me as just how expressive and explosively emotional she is, right? And Sakamoto Maya does such a fantastic job voicing her, man. Sakamoto Maya is just incredible. One of my favorite VAs ever. And she does such a fantastic job. But yeah, Kusanagi is so expressive and so... yeah, it's so emotionally expressive. It's so cool to see. I guess compared to the original, it is a big dichotomy though, right? But I really like it since I know nothing of the original.
New studios, I think few can match the excitement that Cypic currently bring to every project they work on. Apocalypse Hotel, Uma Musume, The Summer Hikaru Died. Everything they made last year made it into my top 10 shows of 2025, and they are also the studio that have been given the reins to adapt Kagurabachi, which is the mega IP I'm betting is going to turn them into a household name. Cypic have got so much movement right now, they're about to terrorize a One Punch Man fan, and this season they are coming out with The World is Dancing, and
it's
man,
so good.
They continue to cook.
It's so good! Please watch this, it's so good!
This is based on the real-life accomplishments of a man named Zaimi Motokiyo, developing the art form of No, a hybrid of dance and drama, and I mean, we haven't seen a dance anime this beautiful since...
One Dance.
So, you know, Cypic has still got some work to catch up to that. Draw this, then die. We all know I'm a sucker for story.
That's the end of that. I was gonna say One Dance. The World is Dancing. The World is Dancing is so good. I really am enjoying it. I think episode 2 is where it really kicks in. I think episode 1, you're kind of like, at least for me, I was kind of like unsure as to what it's trying to do, even with the incredible animation sequence that it had. I was still unsure where the story is gonna go, but I feel like episode 2 is where it really kicks off the story, and it just goes from there on out. It just keeps the foot on the gas, and it doesn't let go. It's really good. I really like how it just feels like one big artistic expression of what it means to be an artist, what it means to be passionate about the form of art, about, you know, just learning about art, learning why people are the way that they are, learning about different cultures and incorporating that into your art, learning about animals, learning about everything and incorporating that into dancing, especially for Oniasha, right? It's just gorgeous to see someone being that passionate about stuff that they're doing, and it kind of feels like the team working on it. And I talked about this, I feel like probably in the latest episode of The World is Dancing, I think I talked about this, but it feels like the team working on it is kind of like showing their own passion for animation and art and stuff through Oniasha, and through Oniasha's passion for dancing, and through Oniasha's passion for learning about different art and incorporating that into his dancing. It's so good. I love it. And obviously the animation is fantastic.
It's about the power of stories, and honestly, this one hits so close to home. A girl whose life has been moved and affected by the manga she adores tries to start her own manga club herself. I'm not afraid to admit that this one got me emotional. I know this is a bit more niche, but if you're creative or just have been utterly inspired by a piece of fiction, really highly recommend you check out this one. Smoking Behind the Supermarket with You. I'm not going to talk about this one too much, since I've made not one, but now 2 videos talking about it. But to any ex-smokers out there, avoid this show at all costs, because the cigarette industry has finally tapped into the power of anime girls using your product. Thankfully, Gen Z is still safe until Netflix decides to greenlight the live-action American remake, Vaping Behind the Gas Station with Unk. You know, I remember this one quote that completely turned my life around. The quote goes,
I fucking knew. You can't talk about Smoking Behind the Supermarket with You without mentioning Yanni Neko in the same breath. You have to talk about both of them. They are 2 sides of the same coin. Anyways, Smoking Behind the Supermarket with You is, it's so good. It's the show where I put it on and I'm just locked into the vibes for the entire episode. I don't think it's much of a reaction show. I don't really talk too much during the show, I feel like, but it's one of those shows I put on and I blink and the episode is over and I'm grinning from ear to ear, and it's just a fantastic time. The vibe of it is the dialogue, the vibe, the OST, the animation, everything just goes so hard in it, and I love it. It's just a fantastic show. It's just an incredible romance show. I love every second of it.
It was something like, do crackheads, no, does a crackhead say, I can't get high today because I'm broke?
What?
No, they do. They make it happen.
Okay, I respect it.
So the next time you're feeling unmotivated, just remember the crackhead. If the crackhead has this much perseverance to get high, why can't you?
Yeah.
Moral of the story: do crack.
Get behind that. Oh my goodness, that's disgusting.
After years of wondering what activity is left for cute girls in anime to do, we've finally done it. Cute girls do hard drugs. And it's fucking disgusting. It's the big 2-6, and we've got a Nyan spotting before GTA 6. If you've ever wondered what happens when Watamote hits its final form, well, how about a broke cat girl with no prospects in life, cripplingly addicted to cigarettes, living in an apartment too filthy for Asmongold to inhabit? But hey, look, it's a cute anime girl. I'm going to cue myself. I thought this was just going to be one of those wacky meme shows, but about halfway through you start thinking, man, this is just depressing. If Smoking Behind the Supermarket with You makes you feel like sparking one up, don't worry, just put this on afterwards, because this is the most effective anti-smoking ad in anime. It's a genuinely grim story about a bunch of girls struggling with addictions, coping with their lowest points in life. Just when you think they've hit rock bottom, the basement door appears. I have never seen an anime push the boundary this far, and boys, I'm gonna be real, I think we found the limits. We found an anime cat girl too disgusting, too utterly rancid to even goon to.
No!
You don't mean that, do you? I do. This time I do. But it's a cute cat girl. I don't care if she's a cat girl. I don't care if she hangs around her apartment half naked. Even your dick should have standards sometimes. You're lying to yourself. Man, just look at her. Look at her life. Look at her apartment. Bitch, do you want to live like this?
Oh.
Her breath, man. It doesn't just stink. It's putrid. Still would. She smokes cigarettes and literal dog shit. She shits herself regularly. Would. Why aren't you listening? It's too much.
We could fix her.
No,
This
we
is actually an
can't.
Evangelion
This isn't a quirky trope. She has a problem. A real problem.
Say it.
I can't.
Just say it.
I won't.
This is edited like a Evangelion scene.
You can do it. Just say it.
He's too far gone. He's too far gone. Yeah! Omedetou. Congratulations. I knew exactly what he was going with
Hey guys,
that.
hope you enjoyed that video.
I knew exactly where he was going with that scene. That was edited like an Evangelion scene. And then ending it with the omedetou, with the congratulation. That's wild. Oh my goodness, my microphone is falling down. Let me hold it. That was so good. Okay, yeah, Yanni Nico. I haven't heard, or I have heard a lot about it. I'm not watching it. That was probably the show that I was the closest to putting on my actual schedule, but it got cut because of, well, scheduling restraints, right? I didn't have the time for it, but I've heard so many things about it. Yeah, I think it's a bit too disgusting for me to watch. I feel like it wouldn't be a reaction. I would just be like trying not to throw up throughout the entire show based on the clips that I've seen. So I might watch that on my own, I think. Even though I think it would get pretty good views probably on YouTube, I think I'm just gonna watch that on my own. Maybe it's the same thing with the manga one, the drawing manga. That feels like he sold me on it. I don't know if I'm gonna watch it. Let me know. Let me know what you guys would like to watch me watch on out of the ones that he's talked about and I haven't I'm not watching right now, right? I'm trying to think, are there any other shows that I'm watching that he hasn't talked about? There's Mushoku Tensei, Goodbye Lara. I'm trying to go day by day. Goodbye Lara, Mushoku Tensei. Wait, let me open up my schedule. Give me a second. World is Dancing, Mushoku Tensei, Goodbye Lara, 100 Girlfriends, I Want to Love You Till Your Dying Day, Ghost in the Shell, Saga of Tiny the Evil, Slime, which is a carry-on from the previous season, Smoking Behind the Supermarket with You, Jadugar, and Demons of the Shadow Realm, which is also a carry-on from the previous one. And then ReZero starting this week, no, next week, as of recording, I'm recording this on a Sunday, next week is starting up as well, which is once again a carry-on from the previous season. So yeah, he's mentioned all of the shows, and then I mentioned Yumemita as well. So yeah, he's mentioned all the shows that I'm watching on the channel. So let me know, out of the ones that I'm not watching, which ones are worth watching. I think I've talked about a few ones, like the fighting game one, like the Kyoto animation one, like Yanni Nico, and all those things. But let me know, which shows are you guys enjoying the most? As always, I'm gonna leave the link to the original Gigguk video down in the description, so make sure to go and watch that. I'm sure you already have. Support Gigguk for the incredible video here. I think he needs the support after everything that happened in the World Cup, right? I think every British person needs a lot of support in their trying and tough times right now. So yeah, anyways, I'm gonna end it here. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.